losing your mind in the process. Let me just start by asking you a super direct question. Did you know you can delete your LinkedIn posts in bulk? Just let that sink in for a second. We are talking about removing years, literally years of old posts from your personal profile or even a company page you manage all at once. I mean, usually, people assume that once a post is up there, it's virtually permanent. Unless, of course, you want to endure the ultimate punishment, which is scrolling back through the endless feed of time, hunting down that one slightly cringy post from 2018 and manually taking it down. I mean, who has the patience for that? But what if you could clear out that stale content without having to curate it item by excruciating item? Well, the source material we're digging into today reveals that this level of bulk control isn't just a pipe dream. It's absolutely possible, and it completely changes the game for how we manage our online presence. But you might be wondering, why even go through the effort of cleaning your profile in the first place? Like, what are the real-world stakes here? Well, our source highlights two incredibly pivotal, life-changing moments where a clean profile is absolutely critical: rebranding and job hunting. So picture this. Imagine you're pivoting your career from, say, high-volume sales to software engineering. You've done the boot camps, you've got the brand new skills, but if a recruiter pulls up your profile and sees years of aggressive sales pitches and entirely unrelated industry chatter, there's going to be a massive cognitive dissonance. You want hiring managers to see the professional you are today perfectly aligned with the role you want tomorrow. Old posts can confuse your new target audience or accidentally tie you to outdated industry norms. So, curating your profile empowers you to take control of that narrative. It ensures your digital first impression is sharp, relevant, and exactly what you want it to be. Now, we've all faced the old way of trying to fix this, right? You sit down, you're highly motivated, and you start deleting posts one by one. And before you know it, you find yourself agonizing over that little three dots menu for hours. You're waiting for pages to refresh, questioning your life choices as you slowly click your way through 2019. It is agonizing, it's tedious, and honestly, it's the main reason most of us just never bother to clean up our profiles. We simply do not have the time to be our own digital archivists. But imagine moving past that. Imagine stepping into this frictionless future where years of outdated posts just vanish automatically. You're basically trading hours of frustrating manual labor for a streamlined process that handles all the heavy lifting silently in the background. It gives you back your time, and let's be real, your sanity. So, enter the solution outlined in our source today, the LinkedIn Bulk Cleaner. Think of this little tool as your personal digital janitor. It's actually a completely free Chrome extension designed specifically to come in and sweep away all those old posts, comments, and likes that are just cluttering up your professional image. And honestly, here is the absolute best part. You absolutely do not need to be some sort of tech wizard or software developer to use it. There is zero complicated setup involved. It simply acts as an incredibly powerful utility for anyone who values their time and recognizes the power of clean profiles. Instead of fighting the platform's clunky interface, you just deploy an assistant that streamlines your digital identity completely effortlessly. The really crucial point here is understanding the true scope of this tool, because it's not just about wiping your main posts. We so often forget that our quick little comments on a random article, or those rapid-fire likes we doled out years ago, those are fully visible to our network. They leave a massive, often messy footprint that recruiters or potential clients can easily stumble across. Well, this tool targets all of that. You can bulk delete those buried comments and scrub those ancient likes automatically, bringing your entire presence right up to code. And on top of that, it works across different spaces. So this means you can pristine your personal profile, but if you happen to manage a brand, you can run a comprehensive sweep of a company page too. It basically gives you total coverage over your entire LinkedIn ecosystem. And setting this whole thing up, it is incredibly straightforward. It's literally a frictionless path to getting your digital house in order. First, you just grab the free extension from the web store to get started. Then you choose exactly what kind of digital clutter you actually want to target. So you're deciding between your old posts, your comments, or your likes. And once you've made your choice, you just hit start. That is literally it. Once triggered, the extension just takes over and executes the sweep for you. There is zero friction, zero coding required, and zero steep learning curves. It is just a highly focused, super direct route to achieving a pristine profile without having to learn a complex new piece of software. Okay, let's just pause on the costs for a quick second, because this is where it gets really good. $0. Yep, free. In a world where we are constantly nickel and dimed with monthly subscriptions for literally everything, finding a utility that gives you hours of your life back for absolutely free is practically unheard of. If you're in the middle of a stressful job hunt right now, or you're carefully orchestrating a personal rebrand, you undoubtedly have enough on your plate. The very last thing you need is to worry about budgeting for a profile management tool. So for all the time you're saving, dodging hours upon hours of manual clicking, having access to this kind of automation at no cost is just a massive win for focused professionals. Because this is such a highly targeted and honestly effective solution for reclaiming your digital identity, it is absolutely worth adding to your toolkit right now. You can easily find a link to download the extension right in the description of this explainer. Exploring utilities exactly like this is a core part of optimizing our professional lives and staying competitive out there. When you leverage the right tools, you don't just save time, you elevate your entire brand. So definitely be sure to stick around and follow for future explainers, where we'll be uncovering even more ways to get your time back and streamline your workflow. So we've covered the mechanics, the undeniable benefits, and the tool itself, which really brings us to the ultimate question for you today. Is it time to clean up your profile? I want you to ask yourself right now, if your absolute dream employer or an ideal client scrolled through your recent activity today, would they see the sharp, focused expert you are right now, or would they see a ghost from 5 years ago? The power of clean profiles is very real. The tools are completely free, the barrier to curating your identity has vanished, and the narrative is entirely in your hands now. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to take a hard look at your own digital footprint.